Apple released the new Beats Studio Buds Plus on May 18th, which is about a month ago at the time of filming this video, and we're going to take an in-depth look to see if they're worth the $170 price tag. The overall design is sleek with an oval charging case similar to the older Studio Buds. And this case is made mostly out of plastic, which is to be expected, and it does feel a little bit cheaper than the AirPod Pros, but they are $30 less. And right now you can actually find the second generation AirPod Pros on Amazon for $200, which is $50 less than their usual price for those of you wondering. Now the Studio Buds are very minimal, which is an absolute must for me because I hate it when earbuds are big and bulky and stick way out of your ears because they can get knocked out a lot easier than you'd think. Usually they are more comfortable and they just look better in general when the earbuds are smaller, so I'm happy with the size here. And the Beats Studio Buds Plus do come in 3 different colors, including, of course, the black and gold color, which I have right here, an interesting ivory color, and a really cool transparent color. I have enjoyed the color option I have here because it goes with just about everything and it doesn't look out of place when I'm wearing them. And I did almost buy that transparent color because I thought it was kind of unique, but I also thought that maybe it would look a little bit cheap, so I just went with these instead. Now the one thing I don't really like about the way these are designed is how this little section kind of protrudes out. Don't get me wrong, the design is functional and I do think it's cool how they were able to add in a physical button to the end of each earbud, but I'll go ahead and show you the difference between the Beats Studio Buds Plus and the AirPods Pro. You can see that this little section that protrudes out kind of sticks further out of my ear versus with the AirPods it sticks out more lengthwise, and I think the AirPods look a little bit better because of that. This is definitely not a deal breaker, but because I have pretty small ears, the earbuds do stick out a little bit more than I would have wanted them to. I guess the benefit of having this protruded section though is it's almost like little handles that you can use to put the earbuds in or out of your ear. Also, I will say that these are extremely comfortable and stay in my ears very well, so you can get away with using these for work, at the gym, or just hanging out. Apple did also include 3 additional different ear tip sizes, which is always great for the best fit possible. These do have one-touch pairing just like the AirPod Pros, but the cool thing is they also have Google Fast Pair, so if you have an Android or an iOS device, you will still get that fast pairing option that will pop up on your device's screen. If you have an Android device, you will still have all of the same controls that an iOS user would have by downloading the Beats app, and it'll allow you to edit some of the controls on the earbuds, change between the active noise canceling and transparency mode, and I'm sure there's a couple of other things you can do. And obviously, if you do have an Android device, it kind of brings the AirPods Pro out of the question because you won't have access to all of the same features. So it's really nice that Apple created the Beats Studio Buds Plus with compatibility to Android and iOS users. And when it comes to the battery life, these are really impressive, with Beats claiming up to 36 hours of listening time. Do remember though, that is with active noise canceling turned off. The earbuds themselves will last 9 hours on a full charge, and the charging case will provide an additional 27 hours. When it does come time to charge up the actual case though, there is a USB-C port and an included USB-C cable. Unfortunately, we do not have wireless charging in the Studio Buds, but I do find myself using the physical port more anyways. But let's go ahead and talk about the most important part of the video, which is the sound quality, and I think these sound pretty good for their price tag. They have good noise canceling, they have a good transparency mode, and overall the audio is pretty clear. Now I will say that the AirPods Pro 2 does beat the way that the Beats Studio Buds Plus sound just a little bit in every compartment, and that would be the overall sound quality, the noise canceling, and the transparency mode. But for being $30 less, these do still sound great, and we have that typical Beats punchiness, which I always enjoy. The noise canceling is pretty good in these earbuds, and it will take out a lot of that background noise, but you will definitely hear some louder noises around you. I think the audio itself is definitely fair for the price of $170, but I would have liked to see a little bit more crispness in the vocals and the higher frequencies. And Beats did upgrade the microphones in the Beats Studio Buds Plus, so you probably could get away with using these for calls, but I'll let you be the judge. So this is what the Beats Studio Buds Plus sound like while on a phone call, and you guys can tell that the microphone quality isn't very good, but it is decent, and I think you could get away with using these for calls. but definitely let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below. So if I had to choose which earbuds would I get, well, if I was an Android user and I wanted some decent earbuds with active noise canceling and a transparency mode, I'd probably pick up these earbuds pretty fast because they're $170, which is a little bit less than the higher end earbuds. But in my case, I have an iPhone, so I do think it's worth it to pay the extra $30 for the AirPods Pro 2, because everything is just a little bit better in these earbuds in my opinion. I guess the only caveat for some people would be the stem of the AirPods, and the only color option is white, and some people don't like that. Of course, if you don't want to spend the extra $30, I still think these earbuds are great, but I guess it all comes down to your personal preference and your situation. Now, if you guys have any questions or thoughts about these earbuds, definitely comment down below because I'd love to hear what you guys think. With that being said though, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace!